Okay, so we're gonna get started. Let me know if there's any problems with the audio or the video.
Wits. She says he's a womanizer and he says she's disrespectful and belittling. Andre McDaniel and Davies McDaniel have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toller to resolve. Testimony in divorce court starts now.
Mr. and Mrs. McDaniel, you're fighting over a van because you finally decided to get a divorce after 3 years of separation. I want to know how you made it as long as you did. You say, Ms. McDaniel, that from the day you met him, he did nothing but lie to you.
Yes, Judge.
Give me some examples of the things that he told you that you ultimately found were not true.
Well, from day one, he's done nothing but lie. I mean, mind you, even in the dating stage, he told me he had a car. Not only did he not have a car, this car was in the shop, and he didn't even have a license to drive a car. He lied about his relationship status. He told me that he was single, but he was living with someone. Mind you, an older woman who he tends to always gravitate towards someone who can take care of him. I mean, she had kids as old as him.
Wow.
And and then they wind up even having a baby together. Like, he was 20-something and she was like almost 50 years old. He lied about his education. I was in school in New Orleans at the time, and, you know, I'm in college, I'm in university. He hadn't even gotten his GED yet.
Well, what did he say? He said he had graduated from high school, or he said he was
He
college?
told me he graduated from high school, but it
He
came
got his
out that
GED.
he had not gotten it.
Oh, he had not gotten
No,
his
he had
GED.
not.
Did you learn about these lies prior to marrying the man?
Yes, I did. I did.
Exactly.
What made you think that a man who tells as many and the magnitude of the lies he told, why would you marry him?
Judge, before we met, I was like on this spiritual awakening. You know, I'm in college, so, you know, you experience all kind of things. I was celibate. You know, I was just being me and just saying that love is love and I love everybody and
What
it doesn't
were you
matter.
studying in college?
I was in pharmacy school.
You were in pharmacy school.
Yes.
So you were on a spiritual awakening.
Yes. I was
And you
enlightening
were
myself.
loving life
Yes.
and knowledge and
Working out
education.
and exercising and eating good, just feeling good about everything.
Which makes that all the more confounding that you would marry a guy who lies to you about everything.
Now, I did say I was celibate, so, you know, maybe he gave me that attention. He might have put it on me, and it just blew my mind, I guess.
Girl, please.
Well, good for you, Mr. McDaniels. Good for you. Let me talk to you for a moment, since we've gone in your direction here.
Right, thank you, Your Honor.
Is she accurate about all of those lies you told, or is that not really what happened?
Some of them are, but not all of them. When I met her, I was working.
Right.
You know, it wasn't like I was just a nobody. You know, I was working.
Where were you working at?
I was working at.
That's the last question you get to ask in here, Ms. Daniels,
ma'am.
Mr. Daniels.
I was working at McDonald's. I mean, it was a piece of job.
Hey, it's a job. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with working at McDonald's. It's
Exactly.
better than not working. Don't rag on a man who has a job. If he's got a job, he's got a job, and it's all good. Now, go ahead.
So at the time, you know, I did tell her lies because I felt like I didn't want her to be all in my space, you know, knowing who I really was. But at
Why
the time,
would you not want her to know who you really were?
well,
Was he a
because
lawyer?
I grew up, you know, without my father. My mama was on drugs, so my life was kind of, I did me, you know.
I got you.
Only thing I got a question about that, and let me know if my audio is messing up or whatever. But when men do wrong, they love to come back and say, "Oh, well, I didn't have this and I didn't have that." Like, why don't you tell people that in the beginning? Y'all be so closed off, and then y'all relationship go down the drain, and then afterwards, people will be like, "Oh, well, it's because of this and this and this." Why didn't you get any of that handled beforehand, or while you was in a relationship? I don't understand.
I pretty much did me, and I
You
had to.
rose up and beyond those things that you were born into.
Exactly.
Can I give you some advice,
Yes.
Stone?
Yes.
The only thing better than who you are is the fact that you could have been so much less. If you tell the whole story, people are even more enamored of you. You don't have to hide a bad past. Because having a bad past and being a great person, you know what I mean?
Thank
so
you,
you cool for that.
Right. Thank you,
I'm gonna work with you for that.
Thank you.
What was your major problem?
It is hard to just tell everybody your business though, but I would think after a couple years or a few months or something, you could open up a little bit. But the social dynamics, all that, I get it.
With her?
At the time where she was lazy. You know, that's the thing that you don't see. You know, always late, never on time. I mean, as you saw, even when we stepped up, she was still running her mouth. You know, so always late. You know, and at the time, like, I didn't really see it until after years of being married, and then you separate, you know, then you see all the ugly stuff that you didn't see when you was in love, you know, but when you got out of love, you know, then you begin to see all the laziness that she has.
I also understand that you had a bit of trouble with her family.
Yes. They came to New Orleans for her graduation. They was all in a hotel room, and they figured they was gonna give me the 3rd degree, you know, because at the time I didn't finish school, you know, but what she didn't tell you, I got my GED.
Now,
Mrs. McDaniel?
Yes, ma'am.
I call it the caterpillar effect, Your Honor. You know, she only saw the caterpillar, but what she didn't know that the caterpillar turned into the butterfly.
Now, and I get that.
So he's a late bloomer, and he was wanting for her to wait for him, but she did it. So I don't even understand why they here. Like, he wasn't telling the truth. He was lying to you, and then you're in divorce court talking about how he was lying to you. But I don't even know if he was lying that much because he didn't have his education. You knew that.
But I still want to talk about the family. What was her family doing that caused you concern?
You know, they figured that she should have married a doctor, a lawyer, or somebody, you know, that had an education or that was doing better than I was. You know, and plus what she had told them.
Were they a constant irritant? Did they do something, or it's just? I mean, because a lot of in-laws have bad opinions about the people that their child marries.
They didn't even know me, Your Honor. It was things that she had told them.
So what did they do? Was it just a?
This is so tiring. It's like he got an excuse for everything. Not saying that it's not valid, but if her family don't like you, then why don't you go and try to mend relationships or mend stuff with them? Go talk to them. Be open with them. Like, I don't understand. People be right on top of their own solutions and don't go for them for, I don't know, pride, ego, or feeling like they ain't got to prove nothing to somebody. Okay, well, that's how you end up in divorce court.
One-time thing? What happened?
Oh yeah, they packed me in a hotel room and they just took shots, Your Honor.
So they grilled you.
They loaded up the gun and they just shot every which way. I was ducking from north, south, east, and west.
Did you ever see her family again, or was that the end of it?
Yes, like the next day they had came to the apartment that we was living in. You know, I still welcomed them because, you know, I have morals, you know, and respect. But like I told her, that's her family, so she had to deal with them.
Did you put the family in check?
I got a question for y'all. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and your family has a problem with that person, do you let them deal with it on their own, or do you try to mend the relationship? Because I feel like that's an easy thing to do. If you with somebody and they don't like your family, or you don't, or whatever, vice versa, whatever, why can't you just move everything over? Also, I think if your family don't like that person, that's a big red flag. If you know your family members, if they just trying to get over on people, your family, okay, then why would you even bring your significant person over to their house? But if you know your family love you and they want the best for you, why are you like not taking their advice when they say like your partner might be like not the best?
Not exactly.
Once you married him, why not?
I mean, yeah, once we got married, yes, I was always defending him all the time. He didn't think I did, but I was always defending him. And they got sick of...
Next, family troubles, money troubles, and trouble with other women. Are all three tearing this marriage apart? Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free 1-877-3...
Because the kids would notice
emotion.
and things that have been done. You know, they would even, like, pit our kids against... never came around, and so that caused them to ask questions. And, you know, I even had fallen out with some of my relatives because I was being faithful and devoted to him and to our cause. So, yeah.
Is that true? I mean...
Your Honor, what I forgot to tell you was that her family tried to pay me to leave her alone.
How much?
It was like some hundreds of dollars that they paid.
They wanted you to go, but not $1,000.
Right.
I got you. Now, Ms. McDaniel, you say that you have concerns about whether or not Mr. McDaniel had cheated on you.
Concerns? I know he cheated on me.
Well, tell me about that.
From day one time he went out and kept my car. I had a final at school the next day. It was because he was with another woman.
That was, you know, my D. Macafella days. You know, that was those days.
Your what?
D. Macafella.
D. Macafella?
Yes, Your Honor.
I was a child.
And then he gonna sit up here and say, "Oh, your family paid me to stay away from you." Obviously, they were on the right track.
I would look at you, Joe, but I know you don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What does D. Macafella mean?
I was doing me, Your Honor.
D.
Macafella.
Mac.
A fella.
A fella. I swear I'm gonna start a the divorce court dictionary, and D. Macafella's gonna be in it. D. Macafella will definitely be in it. How long into the marriage did D. Macafella run things?
We was probably married 3 years, or something like 3 years when that all started.
Mm-hmm. When it started, or you finished?
Well, when you know, throughout the marriage, I stepped out because, you know, at times, you know, she was controlling. So at like times, you know, I had to get away or, you know, occupy my mind with some things.
In what manner was she controlling?
For instance, I had got my income tax check, and I had wanted a flat screen TV. She told me that we couldn't have a flat screen TV. You know, I wanted internet in the house. She told me it was more convenient to go to the library than to have internet at the house. You know, so she always wanted to control things.
Yeah. Were you economically able to really afford these things? We
could have afforded it, Your Honor.
You could have afforded
it?
Yes,
we only had one child at the time. That was it, and we was living in an apartment that was like 500, you know, so...
How much were you making a month, though?
I was making maybe about $1,200 a month.
You couldn't afford it. I'm telling you right now, you couldn't afford it. If you got $500 for rent,
right,
and you got a kid, you got $700 left over for food, gas, you know, all of that kind of stuff. You don't have
that
money
was
for
included.
flat screen. Still, $700 a month for three people. You can't afford a flat screen TV. You wanted one, but you couldn't afford it.
It was my income tax, though, Your Honor.
But you put that in the bank. You know, if you lose your job, or if heaven forbid the car goes down, or the kid gets sick, or you need some new shoes.
Right.
That's what we should be doing, taking that extra money and investment, especially if you had kids. Some people good with money, some people not. But then sometimes you do want to have something for yourself. You want to splurge, especially if you be at home. Want to be able to look at TV, but that's just a hard situation because, that's like he wasn't making enough. He was working at McDonald's, but hey, let's keep going.
what that's for. It's not for flat screen TV. I'm going to give a seminar on disposable income because don't nobody know what it is.
When Divorce Court continues, are parenting issues and issues between the parents causing their children pain?
Do you think Entree defends Davies strongly enough to her family? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now.
What do y'all think? What does it say? Let me go back. Do you think Entree defends Davis enough to her family? Shouldn't even have to do that. You should be with somebody that ain't cheating on you, working on McDonald's, irresponsible with no money.
At Divorce Court.
But I get it. I'm a woman. We want to defend our person, you know, especially if we think they're attractive or cute or whatever. I understand that, but sometimes, baby, that's why y'all in divorce court. Y'all learning now, but I ain't never, well, I have offended one person to my mom. But other than that, no. She just talk about their look. She don't really talk about what they do, because I've been with people that do stuff for me.
Divorce Court continues.
Mr. McDaniels, you say you had a very important issue with Mrs. McDaniels, which is you felt that she didn't keep the kids clean and neat.
Correct.
And that, you know, she'd go out looking good and your kids were looking crazy.
Correct.
So you tell me what she was or was not doing with respect to the children.
Well, this particular day, Father's Day, you know, I came over to get the kids. The kids' clothes wasn't ironed, you know, their hair wasn't combed, you know, so I told her about it, because she know how I am, you know, and she told me, well, you have a different opinion, you know, I look at things different. And as you can see, Your Honor, she's all buttered up, you know, she's all buttered up. You know, I feel that my kids should be
buttered up too.
Exactly.
Now, Ms. Daniels, would you send the kids to him looking crazy?
Judge, I love my children, and of course not. My children are very well taken care of. I mean, sometimes I was slack. I'm a busy woman. I have to get up and fix them breakfast. He comes over already dressed and think everything's just gonna be okay. Well, when you come over, why don't you help and do some of those little things that you want done, as opposed to just, you know, coming down on me for it in front of the kids.
You did say they had rusty knees and elbows. You know what I mean? You get a little lotion, rub that on there.
Exactly. You know,
and you can knock that rust off really easy.
I'm a father, Your Honor.
You know?
I'm a father. I'm not a weekend dad. I'm in our kid's life. She can attest to that.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because she said something very hurtful to you about the nature of your father.
I don't understand why sometimes men will get feedback about, hey, why don't you just help out? And they're like, I'm a father, I'm there every day. Okay, well, if you're there every day, then why you ain't busting them elbows and them knees? If you there every day, why she gotta get them ready? If you there every day, then pick out their clothes. If you there every day, make sure they get their bed for stuff. Make sure they ready to go for you. If you be there every day, I'm just saying. If you be there every day, I don't know why you gotta pick them up, or why you couldn't pick them up, but whatever.
You had asked her, she said, don't you think I'm a good father? And she said that you were simply decent. What were you talking about that made you ask that question, and why were you so hurt about the decent remark?
I was just asking, and when I did ask it, you know, she said I was a decent father. Now, Your Honor, I'm more than adequate. You know, I've been there since day one, you know.
Ms. McDaniels, why do you think he's only a decent father?
There were a lot of things going on where, you know, he may have been out cheating or out playing video games, not taking that time and investing it into the children the way he should have, or investing it into our family. So I might have said decent, and I might have been a little salty.
Were
at the
you
time.
a little less than doting as a father? I mean, decent is, you know, I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but were you super involved? PTA?
Football, basketball, teaching them the word of God. Taught my son how to play chess, spending quality time, not just time, Your Honor, but spending quality time with my kids.
He sounded pretty good over here. You know?
But do you think that womanizing and staying out all night and playing video games and not working is a good example to set for your young sons?
Here's what
those
what I will say to you, Mr. McDaniels. You know, fathering is not just about spending quality time with their children. When you have two parents and one parent is kicking the other parent in the gut, you know, running around on your wife kicks her in the gut, you are destabilizing 50% of their foundation. And that causes them great difficulty and causes them great harm. So I believe that she's assessing that entire picture. You know what I mean?
Right. But that goes both ways. Like, both parents have, instilled into our kids. So,
right,
yes.
no, I get that. I get that. But you understood what I said about kicking the other dude. There's a four-legged table. You kicking two of the legs out, that destabilizes the table.
We cripple.
No matter how many books and food and all you got on top of the table, you destabilize. That's all I'm trying to say.
Right. I got you.
Judge Lynn Toller's ruling next.
It's time for you to call 1-800-282 to be there. Mrs. McDaniels, I understand why things ended. I don't think you're a bad guy, Mr. McDaniels. I thought you were a bad guy when I read your petition, but I think you're a guy that is in progress. You are in growth. The facade is wonderful. The heart has to be there. And the next time you get a woman, I don't know if you got one now or not, don't tell me. Don't say I do if you really don't.
I loved her, though, Your Honor, when I married her.
I understand that.
You know?
I believe you. I believe you, Ms. McDaniel. Why don't you tell me why you believe that car should remain in your possession?
Your Honor, I held a job down for 7 years, paying all the bills, rent, car insurance, gas, and mind you, both of our names is on the title, but I believe that I should keep the van. We took out an $18,000 loan, and I paid about 97% of that.
Wow.
So why shouldn't it be mine?
Okay, Mr. McDaniels, your response to her belief that she should have the car.
When we purchased the van, like, she wasn't even working. She had just started working when we purchased the van. We have both paid on the van, but my thing is this, Your Honor. She already has a 2005 car. It's times where I need to, pick up the kids or bring them to baseball practice or football practice.
That's not my fault or my responsibility.
Mrs. McDaniel, let me ask you this. Is that the only car that you have? Or do you have another car?
She has another car.
You have two cars?
The van isn't even working, and yes, I do have a car that is working. But it should be at my disposal to do whatever I want to do with it. If I want to sell it for $2,000, I should be able to do that because I put the most money and invested the most into it. I shouldn't be responsible for him getting his children to and from.
Exactly. That's not even. You sound crazy. If you have a car already and your ex-husband need a car, y'all share kids, give them a car. Even if you give them one that ain't working, let them fix it up.
Works. Let me tell you how it works. You get married, you combine your thing, whoever made more money, this, that, or the other thing, but you divide those major assets in an equitable fashion. You know, if the van was your only mode of transportation and you run around with the kids, he wouldn't get anywhere near, but you got a car and it's working. You don't get to keep both of them. Mr. McDaniel, continue on your growth. Ms. McDaniel, next time you get a guy, don't go for the line, go for the look. What's he doing? What's he doing? Don't listen to what he's saying.
Yes,
watch what he's doing. And then and only then, if he's doing the right thing for a long period of time, then and only then do you hook up with him. Judgment in favor of Mr. McDaniels. It is so ordered.
Andre and Davies respect the judge's ruling and are trying to become better role models for their children. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court.
So what did y'all think? I hope that everything was I watch him too. I'm not about to watch him right now, but I agree. The dude, he up and down around the corner, all the way around. I wouldn't trust him. He's probably an okay, decent father. He ain't gonna like hurt the kids or nothing like that. Yeah, give him the car and Y'all just go y'all separate ways. They seem like they'd still be messing around if they had the chance. I ain't even gonna hold you. Let's watch another one. Yeah, we're gonna watch this one because that one I had actually already seen before. I just hadn't seen it in a while. So yeah, try to see if I can get this one up. It says he bought a house but won't let his wife move in. Yo, y'all be out here tripping. All right, let me see if I can get it played. Give me a second, y'all. You know, stuff be trying not to work when you trying to get it to work. Okay, let's try this one more time. Okay, I'm gonna have to change the source on here. Okay, here we go, y'all.
Into the
Y'all don't see
marital
my
home.
windows though.
Explain how your husband
I'm
doesn't
about to
let
do
you
it.
live at your house.
The house that we picked out together earlier this year, and during the entire process of the house buying process, I'm the one who did all the work. They called me, they emailed me, had me running raggedy trying to get all this stuff done. While he's at work, I don't work, so I wasn't on the actual paperwork. But he got approved for it. But a week prior to him moving in, I actually, a friend of mine had came over to my family member's house, and we were hanging out one night. And I ended up taking a selfie of me and my friend, and somehow he got the selfie. I don't know how he got it, but the next morning he called me, asking me all kinds of questions and all this and all that. And so he said he doesn't trust me enough to live in the house now.
Mr. Sheffield, how you gonna not let your wife live at the marital home that you purchased?
Well, if this was the only time that something like this happened with another guy or whatever, then it'd have been different. But this time,
Is this a pattern that she has?
It happens a lot. At least I say probably 5 or 6 times. Not that she has sex, but it could be one time she admitted that she had an affair.
Okay,
And-
so one time, you admit, you got caught that one time, right? You admitted it,
Yeah.
that you did cheat on him.
Yeah.
And tell me some of the other suspect things that has occurred that made you feel she's not trustworthy.
All right. Another thing was it was this guy lived in some apartments, and she came home one day and said, "Well, I was over such a house, and the neighbor gave me his number." I'm like, "Well, throw the number away. What's wrong with you?" You know. So she didn't throw the number away. We had a dispute one day, and she admitted that she went over the guy's house. I said, "Okay, you go over this guy's house. What happened?" She said he tried to kiss her or whatever. She didn't leave right then. Then she said he tried to make another advance and she left. Don't put yourself in that situation.
Mrs. Sheffield, did you do that?
I did.
Now, why did you take the man's phone number to begin with? Was it just, oh, if I have an argument, I'm going to whip out this cat's phone number
No.
and go over his house
No,
instead?
it's not like that at all. First of all, I just want to address the whole cheating thing. From the beginning, I did not just cheat on him off the bat. That's not just what I do. In the beginning, I was for this man.
Do it matter? Do it matter if you people love to say that I didn't start off cheating. Right. That's why you was in a relationship. But then as a relationship progressed, you started cheating. I don't think people go into relationships with people they like to say some people might to say I'm cheat. But if you end up cheating, I don't care what you did before that. I don't care what your intentions were. that's what you ended up doing.
I fought hard for this marriage. I cried out to him all the time. I need you to do this. I need you to show me some affection. I need to feel like I'm the only girl in the world. I need to feel this stuff. And he would not give me what I needed at all. And I just tried, and I tried to tell him. And it was 3 years after we got married that I actually cheated on him.
Hang on just a second. Did you have a period in your marriage in which she was crying out for affection that she didn't feel she was getting? Do you recall that?
I recall it, but it's like this, Your Honor. Like, she got her own thing. It's like it's Ivory.
No, you're not sorry. Because this is a thing that a lot of people go through in these relationships. If a woman telling you, or anybody telling you they want more, or they want more affection, whatever, they keep saying it, and you like completely brush it off, that person's gonna leave you eventually. Because she's saying she was reaching out, she wanted to, and he just brushed it off. Just like even in this conversation, he kind of heard her, but he wasn't listening. Because men don't listen to that. They think you just talking. They think you just nagging.
World. So she got her own standard of what affection would be.
Well, what is she?
So,
well, that still don't mean you should cheat, though. You should leave. If you got to beg somebody for 2-3 years to do a little bit of stuff for you, that's a sign they don't really want to be with you.
Well, what was she looking for
so
from
it's like
you?
This is what I told her. I said, well, look, I'm not really used to serious relationships. So I admit, before we, when we first got married, I had inappropriate conversations and I flirted, whatever, and that might have led up to what she does.
Exactly.
But I said, well, look, if you want affection or romance, show me, tell me. I'd be lost. She don't want to work with me. But everything I try to do, like I buy flowers every other week for no reason.
Did he do that?
He did that a couple weeks ago.
No, we weren't together. We were living together a couple weeks ago.
About, like recently.
Well, what kind of affection and attention did you want from this man that you didn't feel like you were getting?
I don't know. He would tell me stuff like, I'll never stop talking to other women. He said that to me. He said stuff like that to me all the time when it was years ago, but he said it. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I felt like I was in competition with all these women all the time. So I wanted him to stop doing that, and I wanted him to focus on me and
Did he eventually stop doing that?
I don't think he has. He says he has, but with the way his phone on lockdown, like if I go near his phone, it's going down. So it's like, I'm serious, I'm not allowed to touch his phone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff like that, I keep, it makes me think, like, what are you hiding?
I swear they got to put on laptops and phones, and they're potentially lethal to marriage. It's just taking them down left and right. It becomes, you gotta have a line there. I'm married. You know what I mean? And you can't, it's easy to do. Like this, like that thing. It's not good. It's not good business. What requests of you has she made that you believe were unreasonable?
So I'm a man of action. I like action, I like excitement. So I go out with my friends, we might go to like a $2 Tuesday, 35-cent wing, $2 drinks after work.
She considered that me going out. He can rattle it off like he was advertising.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It's awesome. But she considered that as me going out. I consider that men get off work 1 day a week, have drinks, talk men talk, eat, go home.
What's wrong with 25? What is it?
35-cent wings.
35-cent wings. What's wrong with the 35-cent wings?
There's nothing wrong with that. First of all, you pick.
Them nights do be lit when everybody be at like Buffalo Wild Wings. Everybody be out. They have like the 50-cent wings, the 30-cent wings. Okay, with music, that'd be a little time right there. I ain't even gonna hold you.
You can choose when you want me to invite me to stuff. Number one, like sometimes he'll invite me, sometimes he won't. But it gets bad when you've been out with your friends multiple times and we ain't did nothing in like 3-4 months. That's when the problem comes.
See, this what I want to say, because I feel like I've been in a relationship like this before. The person ain't really that bad, but they not giving you nothing of what you want. I left that relationship, and that's what I advise most people to do. Because if you have to beg somebody to take you out, spend time with you, they're spending time with other people, they're clearly showing you signs they rather do something else, then let them do something else. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your energy trying to convince people to do something for you. Go out and get it yourself. Go out and get somebody that want to do that. Don't spend your whole life waiting on other people.
Comes in like you working all this time, and then when you do get free time, you choosing to spend it elsewhere.
Do you suggest, say, hey, baby, let's go out? Do you do that?
No, because
Why not?
Because
You're a
first
grown
of all,
woman.
That's very true.
You got to ask for what you want. You know, it's not like, he's always got to court you and court you and court you. Once you get married, you guys have to court one another. And, it's not all flowers and sunshine and fairy dust in your direction.
I'm glad I'm kind of watching this because she reminds me of myself, but I was like 17, 18 doing all that. But you really do have to take control of your own self and your relationship too. But if you start suggesting and they're always saying no, again, that's a sign they don't want to be in that relationship with you. It's supposed to be give and take, but some people are so closed off they can only take and not give. That's what you're trying to find out when you're dating people. Are they reciprocal? Do they want to be around you? Do they want to hang out with you? So you can prevent stuff like this.
I was eating a lot of their gummy bears. I started feeling a little woozy, and I passed out on the sofa. The DJ passed out.
You passed out from gummy bears? Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website, Divorce Court. Mr. Sheffield, you claim your wife is jealous of the children that you have from previous relationships. Why don't you explain that to me?
Anytime we have a dispute about money or something like that, she'll always bring up, well, you rode way up there to take such and such so money for your kids because they need $20 for this or $10 for that. So I'm telling her, hey, I treat all my kids fairly. And I say, well, and she say, well, our child, she need this, need that. And I'm like, well, you got direct access to the money. So won't you take care of that? Another issue was most recently, I only see my kids that don't live with me maybe 2 or 3 times a month. So where I work, we had to shut down for a week, and I decided to get them. And then I worked 2 days, and at the end of the week, I said, well, baby, let's do something. Well, you had your kids, and you did this with them for them days. Now you working. Well, I'm getting the end of it,
Ms. Sheffield, are you jealous of the time and money he spends on the children that don't live with him?
I'm not jealous of it. I think it all goes back to when we were first getting together. He used to give his exes or his kids' moms like money to have a better.
Okay, so you are jealous. This is about to probably upset me a little bit because I don't understand women that get jealous of previous kids.
In person now. I had to grow up a little bit. And then when we had a kid together, I did start much more
put up with it because you picked him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? An annoying
household. That's how I felt.
He's got several moms to deal with. It's going to be an annoyance to you, but you kind of got to put up with it because you picked him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's been a while since I act like that. I'm a much more understanding person now. I had to grow up a little bit. And then when we had a kid together, I did start to have a better understanding of it.
So why don't you tell me, other than the things that you've told me about now, tell me what else concerns you about Mr. Sheffield.
I feel like he's a busy DJ. And so he does a lot of parties, he does a lot of things. Now, there was one time when he went to go DJ a party, and he was gone until, he left probably that morning, he was gone the next day till after 6 o'clock p.m. I ain't getting no phone calls. I'm calling police stations. I'm calling jails. I'm worried. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear nothing from him. He just come walking in the house at 6 o'clock like everything all good, like ain't nothing happened.
Mr. Sheffield, what's your version of that event?
I had this party to do, and this was like an hour and a half away from home. So when we got there, I was in the dead space. I was like, dog, we ain't got to sit. And I had a friend with me. We didn't have, phones didn't work, no Wi-Fi, anything. And I was eating a lot of they had like gummy bears or gummy worms that they put.
I thought he was going to say wings.
Nah, look, gummy bear, gummy worms, and I started feeling a little woozy, and I passed out on the sofa. The DJ passed out. They took pictures.
You passed out from gummy bears?
No, they put alcohol in your arm. They saturated.
Okay.
They saturated.
I was about to say, I don't know, it was a diabetic coma. What was going on there?
No.
All right, there was booze in the gummy bears.
It was some strong alcohol. Plus me drinking because I was like candy good. I passed out on the sofa. My friend, he took over and finished for me. When I woke up, it was the next morning.
He's supposed to be DJing. He ain't supposed to be passing out on sofas.
Clearly, that was not professional. Clearly, he shouldn't have done it.
Clearly.
It's not disrespectful. It was a little dumb, but it wasn't disrespectful.
I think it's disrespectful. I mean, this is not the first time, like, he hasn't come home overnight. He stays out. He'll get hotels. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it's like, I have to find out stuff through investigation.
Sneaky.
Right.
I can't just come to him and ask him stuff because he ain't gonna be straight up about it. We're gonna be like, why you worried about it? I with my friends. It's not like
Just be my thing. Okay, you can do all that investigating. I have investigated one time or two times in the past. But I realized like I'm wasting my time because all the person gonna do is not say nothing. If you have proof and you put it in their face, they not gonna say nothing. Their only avenue is to deny what they doing. Like I just don't get it.
it's not like I just get all the information I need.
Right.
So,
So
I
you
gotta
gotta
put stuff
find
together
it. Yeah.
myself.
Chef.
But you already know. You already know he cheating. You already know he got multiple baby mamas, multiple kids. Like it's not really rocket science. I don't understand why women don't just like accept you with a cheater if you gonna be with him. Like instead of doing all this.
Like, I feel like you taken away from our household. That's how I felt.
He's got several moms to deal with.
We didn't have phones, didn't work, no Wi-Fi, anything, and I was eating a lot of their
Partying.
Well, that's, that's
I'm
another
saying-
conversation. That's another conversation.
Don't tell my
That's
age. It's probably on TV.
That's a whole nother
Man,
conversation.
you got family. It's time for you to cut that out.
I hear
Down
you.
somewhere.
I got you. Be loving, be caring, say something nice just for the heck of it. It won't kill you. 5 minutes a day, get you extra sex, I'm telling you. If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Mrs. Sheffield, you say that your husband encouraged you to stay home with your daughter. And now that you have done that, he keeps bringing up the fact that you aren't bringing any money. Why don't you explain to me what's going on with respect to that issue?
Well, it was a mutual decision that I would stay home with my daughter. She was starting kindergarten, and I wanted to be there for her.
Right.
And it's not that I don't like working. I've been looking for a job, and it's just like every disagreement we have is, I pay all your stuff. I ain't got nothing left for me. It's just like every conversation.
Now, Mr. Sheffield, be honest. Listen, back up. Clear your mind.
I'm laughing inside.
Do you bring that up, that she's not bringing in any money when you two have an argument?
She misinterprets it. Okay.
Well, how do you mean?
All right, it's true I let her quit her job. She didn't like her job. We were going in transition with some stuff, so I said, you quit the job, I'll hold it down for a while. I admit she been applying, didn't get it. But what I mean by that is when she tell me she's not priority, I don't do anything for her, I don't care about her, I never had time. I remind you, I'm the only one working. I get paid from DJing. DJing is hard work. I make that money, I take extra hours at work, and I do it because after all the expenses are paid with the household, at least almost close to $1,000 go to her expenses. So I say, look, I'm putting what I need and what I want because I want to escalate. I can't get to escalate. I'm paying your car note, so I'm putting your needs and wants before mine. But she look at it as me saying, you don't work, you're not helping, you're no good.
I hear you. What I would do if I were you, I would rephrase that as I'm putting the family's needs ahead of my own. Because what frightens me about couples these days is it's two separate entities that are every once in a while merging with a purpose, but you guys are working for the same thing.
Right.
So it's like not mine or you or yours, and it's a we thing, not a me thing. Do you see what the brother's trying to do? Do you see that he's working hard and he works a lot, so he won't be able to pay quite as much attention to you?
I understand that. I understand he works a lot of hours, but the problem comes in, like I said earlier, when you do have time, you choose to spend it elsewhere with other people. That's what the problem is.
Like those two hotel rooms.
Like them 2 hotel rooms.
Now, what happened in those two hotel rooms?
Okay,
What
back
were
to the
they,
hotel
and what
room.
were you
Okay.
doing in them?
The one was us going to Birmingham.
You want to know.
Right.
We went to Birmingham. The same day, my friend got his nephew. Last year, we had got a room for him. It was early this year. I got a little rewards with the hotels. So he like, hey, we need us a suite for a party. I did it for her earlier. She questioned me about that.
I'm sorry. I just feel like he's lying. I just feel like he's a liar. I don't know. She just up in the clouds somewhere. She can't see the truth in her face. And he's kind of like, he do good most of the time, but he just lies sometimes too. And he get missing sometimes. do what he do on the side because he feel like he deserve it. That's what I'm getting.
And this time, I'm in Birmingham. This back at home in Atlanta. He wanted the same suite. So I got that for him, too. That's why it's 2 charges. I can't be in Atlanta and Birmingham at the same time.
Can I ask you this? Do you believe that rolling out of town and partying when you got a wife at home and a kid who's not working and you're talking about you can't go to the next level because you don't have enough money, do you think all of those things make sense?
It don't make sense, but it's not the fact that we don't have enough money because we never behind on bills.
No, that's not what I meant. You said you didn't have enough money to take it to the next level because you were taking care of your bills. What I'm saying is, with your extra money, instead of getting two hotel rooms in Birmingham, you put that in the bank or whatever you did. I don't know where you were with the hotel rooms, but you understand what I'm saying? You put it in the bank and save some of that for your next level kind of money.
And I do save money, Your Honor, but when she see that extra money, when she sneak in my personal account, she tell me, why you hiding money? I save it for the rainy day. That's why we never go without.
I got you. In divorce court, people tell me the most intimate details. I like you together, so I'm gonna beg a little bit, if you don't mind. What one thing would you want from him that would make you change your mind about breaking up this family?
I just need for him to be more understanding. When I do come to him for something, or if I do finally come to him and say, listen, I need some attention, I need to spend some time with you. For it not to blow up into some big thing, to go further to where it's always end up me packing up and leaving every time, because he always tell me, if you don't like it, you can leave.
Do you
Every
say that
time.
kind of thing?
Yeah, it do.
I said, but I said like...
No, hey. That's that me-we thing that I'm talking about here. When you argue with your spouse, it's not I'm leaving, it's I'm gonna sit down and talk to you. It's very disconcerting to feel like you don't have a permanent home. You've got a home until you get angry and then you out on the street. That's very disconcerting.
Right.
And that's what you're telling her when you say, if you don't like it, you can go.
It builds up, Your Honor. It's like I come home stressful day. Stressful day. I tell her how bad it is. And she come to me, I'll be like, okay, let's talk a little later when I'm a little calm. She want to talk when it's hot.
Oh, you're on it like white on rice. When he gets home, you got to be on it.
No.
You don't give him time to decompress.
That is not true,
Oh,
because
come
it takes a while for me to actually say something. I let it build up to the
builds
point
up.
where I be like, look, you gonna have to do something. I came to him one time, I said, when you gonna take me out on a date? He said, shut up.
One time, this is an 8-year
Not in the
relationship.
bag.
You know
Not
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
bag.
You come up with one example in an 8-year relationship.
So she was spun out
Do you
there.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think you were young in the beginning, and you kept coming with the squawkity squawk, 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 and it started trouble. And all I'm telling you to do is woman up a little bit. Nothing that's going on over here seems to me divorce worthy. If I give you a counselor to teach you how to do something new, then possibly you can save this thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
I think you have a little trouble determining when you are and are not supposed to speak and how you're supposed to speak it. And I think you got a young one over here. We don't want to have to beg for it all the time. Sometimes we want you to think we're the bee's knees, that we're like the best thing ever. And sometimes you don't have to ask for that. It has to be given. I know you want transitional support. I want you to let the woman in the house.
I gotta have her trust. I gotta trust her. I gotta trust. But okay.
You gotta trust
Hey.
baby. You get
You're married.
the person
Let her in the
that
house.
you're married to.
You do the right thing. Don't collect any numbers. Speak calmly, speak coolly, speak your mind. Don't hoard, don't harbor. Be loving, be caring. Say something nice just for the heck of it. It won't kill you. 5 minutes a day, get you extra sex, I'm telling you.
Let's not talk. Let's not talk
Kiss
about
on the
it.
cheek in the morning, call in the middle of the day. You would be amazed how that can change things. I'm not going to address the transitional support. I'm going to send you to a counselor. You guys can't make it. I'll talk to you about it later. This matter is adjourned. Marriage is a we thing, not a me thing. If you win too many arguments, you'll ultimately lose your marriage. If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2220.
Clearly don't call the number. That one was a good one. I don't feel like we really got to the honest truth because he's not willing to do that because he wants to make it her fault. But I'm about to get off here. Thank you for joining everybody that came in. I'll probably come live a little bit later to do some more divorce court reactions. But thank you for being here. Please like and